Good day, everyone. My name is Rose Barriffe. And I am a proud founder of ONPASSIVE and a proud brand ambassador. Now, first, let me wish you all, my fellow Jamaicans, and to the rest of the world, Happy New Year. Now, this is my summary of my journey with ONPASSIVE for 2022. 2022 was a year of challenges, filled with struggles and illnesses, even death. But we dealt with and overcome by the strength that God gives in each season. Today, I want to talk about one of my happy moments. And that all started with meeting a man called Ricardo Morrison, who introduced me to another man called Delroy Tomlinson, who told me of this man who would help to make my dreams come alive again. Mr. Ashmafari. There he is, right on your screen. Although we are not in the business of talking about the negatives, there were people who called this man a scam artist. No. If he deserves all the accolades in the world, all the awards given, Globe, Grammy, Golden Ball, Golden Glove, Golden Boot. He would have deserved all that. But since that is not the case, let me tell you about this man that I met in October of 2021. I was invited by Mr. Ricardo Morrison to see a business presentation, which was done by Mr. Delroy Tomlinson. It was my dream business. The concept of someone building an empire and is inviting you to just become a part of it is unheard of. But that was what I was hearing from this presentation, and my heart was sold out and captured. My dreams were again brought to the surface. It was exactly what I was looking for. And here was the moment. As if it couldn't get any better. The next day, I met and talked to a few of the leaders on what they called a founders roundtable. I had one question. When did ONPASSIVE come about? Which was answered in detail by Mr. Charles Assang. I felt at home already. My confidence in the company was sealed after sitting for hours listening to this man, this genius with a heart full of love for humanity. This man called Mr. Ashmafari. A knight, not in a shining armor, but clothed in humility and grace. I found out later and saw with my own eyes that he had 2 children whom he adored and allowed to expand their minds and character by being their true self. I saw that he extended that attitude towards his employees in Hyderabad. He gave them freedom to extend themselves and be as creative as their minds, hearts, and abilities could stretch to or allow. These, I found out, were top quality people because Mr. Ashmafari does nothing mediocre. It's all the way over the top, or he will not do it or sanction it. I was so fired up just by listening to this man over and over, igniting a passion in my very being that I wanted to do something I had never done in my life. I had no experience at all in PowerPoint or even getting before a crowd of people to talk about anything. Moreover, a company of this magnitude. But I fell in love with the heart of Mr. Ashmafar, which is called ONPASSIVE. I started talking about ONPASSIVE and I couldn't shut up. It was something he said that grabbed me. He said, I am so tired of seeing people trying to make a living on the internet, paying all those monthly subscriptions and not making any money. He said, I knew I had to do something. After hearing that, I knew I had to do something too. Mr. Mufar is a man called to a higher purpose than he even realized. Maybe he does now, or maybe he's still in the shock and living through that despite, God saw the heart he has for humanity, and he knew humanity needed a shift of focus to what matters in this time and season. So he supersized Mr. Mufari's dream way beyond what he had intended. And he will keep expanding it if Ash keeps dreaming big. I want to personally thank Mr. Mufari, or should I say his wife. Behind every successful man is a strong, good woman. So I want to personally thank her. Mrs. Mufari, you are a queen by nature, and you support that king. You have shared him with the world. You said you are content with what you have, and he can go ahead and share his dream with us founders and the world at large. I applaud your humility and the level of contentment and your grace. May God continue to cover you and your family as you sacrifice to make our dreams come true. I want to salute you leaders who stood firmly beside and behind Ash from beginning until today, giving him physical, spiritual, and moral support. Humor is very important to well-being. So Susie McRae, as we would say in Jamaica, you don't have no sense. Meaning that you are naturally funny, very humorous. And from one senseless person to another, because I have no sense either. Listen, you are appreciated because you keep us laughing. Chris, my friend, Chris Johnson. You and Marty are off the chain, crazy humorous. 360 degrees are part of the backbone of ONPASSIVE. You keep us giving jokes, or what he called jokes, until he actually became good at it. Julie, she's more the serious one who, kept everybody in line, We appreciate you, Julie. I do appreciate you. All the platforms that hosted meetings like the Dream Team on ONPASSIVE Globally Changing Lives or Winners. And we have Ghana, Singapore, French, Germany, Pakistan. And I have to single out Nancy from PNG, girl. I love you. I love the fire. You are full of spunk. And you always bring your A game. You always bring your A game to inspire us. I appreciate you so much, girl. Lynn and Ron, keep it up and keep burning that midnight oil for us. But we know you're not doing it for yourselves. And that is selfless because you lose sleep for others. We appreciate you. India, you know I love you guys. Big up all the Caribbean islands also that hosted guest webinars too. Jamaica, we look about with all our. And we are gonna make us dream us bigger yard by making our dreams and our yard them dreams come to fulfillment. Ash, we got your back. The tech team in Hyderabad. Thank you. Thank you so much for not sleeping until Ash's dream came true, until it came to light. I pray that God saturates you all with additional vim, vigor, and vitality. And above all, that you prosper and be in good health. You lost a lot of sleep, a lot of rest that the body needs. And so I ask God to just replenish you, even right now. Mr. Muhammad Kamal, I don't even know where to start to appreciate you from. You took the reign and steered that leg of ONPASSIVE in Dubai to victorious satisfaction. Those marketing campaigns are second to none. Thank you so much. Now you have company. And then ONPASSIVE has the best combination of tech and media personnel in the world. Let me see about that a bit. In the world. ONPASSIVE is a force to be reckoned with. Our future is in great hands, minds, and hearts. Ash, I know I can speak on behalf of every founder, whether they realize it or not, and the rest of the world. And I tell you that we love you and appreciate you, and your legacy will live on in all of us and our next generations down the line. I am proud that you stepped out and did something way bigger than yourself. God really is getting his glory out of you. Keep your chin up and your integrity intact, and a crown of righteousness you will wear. Keep your heart and mind pure until you stand before our God in heaven and hear, "Well done, my son, my good and faithful servant." If you are still here with me in my journey, I want to say thank you for listening up to this point. When I heard Ash pour out his heart, all I wanted to do was to tell people about ONPASSIVE. And that's why I became a presenter after 4 months. I couldn't shut up, and until today, I still can't. I am so proud of what is accomplished in the 4 years. I've been here only 1, but believe me, it feels like I've been on this entire journey. and I am nothing but patient, because as I love to mention, I've been doing network marketing businesses for years. Haven't had much success, but my greatest pleasure was serving people, things that add value to their lives, right? And I know that ONPASSIVE and the stream of ash will ash up my dreams. And now I can have the resources I need to touch more lives. So I am grateful for Mr. Ricardo Morrison introducing this to me. I'm so grateful. And I thank my friends, my team members who saw the vision and came along. I have to mention you, Miss Antoinette Sterling, Dwayne Doyle. You, Miss Antoinette Sterling, have been on this journey with me from the beginning. You saw the dream and you have been here, and I have to appreciate you. I also want to thank Dr. Derek Clark and Miss Armandine Jacotin, who stood there with me, spend, I would call it quality time, to develop my skill in presenting. And it was a wonderful journey. And I am not one for the destination. And this is why this journey was important to me. I've never watched a business launch. And this was so exciting. Thank you, Mr. Mufari, for including us in your dream. I love you all, everyone, all my friends. I've met so many sisters and brothers who have become special. I have to make mention of Dr. Patience and Miss Debbie McCormick. Boy, you are my sisters, and everyone else that I've met, we are family. And I am so happy that I met you, all of you, on this journey. I want to make mention also of Wasim Anwar. Thank you for that interview, for including me in your journey also. I appreciate you all. I love you all, and I wish everyone a very prosperous rest of the year. Keep an eye on your mindset. Keep an eye on your heart. Keep an eye on what you become. But most of all, be mindful of how you treat others. The word of God says, love your neighbor as you love yourself. If your mindset isn't right, you cannot love yourself enough to love somebody else. Keep an eye open. Test the spirits. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you next on O Connect. Bye.